From the depths of the world's oceans comes a race older than human memory. They whisper under crashing waves and move through drowned cities, worshipping gods forgotten by mankind. Today, we descend into the abyss to meet the Deep Ones, the amphibious children of Father Dagon and Mother Hydra. The idea of the Deep Ones originates with author H.P. Lovecraft. In 1917, he published the short story Dagon, where a mariner adrift glimpses carvings of humanoids with webbed hands and bulging eyes before seeing a monstrous sea creature rising from a cyclopean monolith. Lovecraft never names the creature, but the story introduced the aquatic horror that later evolved into Dagon and the Deep Ones. The term Deep Ones did not appear until 1931's novella The Shadow over Innsmouth. There, Lovecraft describes a secretive race of ocean-dwelling humanoids who form a pact with the decaying seaport of Innsmouth. In exchange for abundant fish catches and golden artifacts of alien design, the townspeople supply human worshippers and brides. The Deep Ones worship Father Dagon and Mother Hydra, and through interbreeding create hybrid offspring. Deep Ones are amphibious, inhabiting saltwater seas and oceans. They are often described as grayish-green or blue, with glossy, slippery skin, ridged backs, webbed hands and feet, and gills along the neck. Their heads appear fish or frog-like, with bulging, unblinking eyes, wide mouths lined with rows of sharp, shark-like teeth, and sometimes tentacles. These creatures move in an inhuman fashion, hopping or crawling on all fours, and their croaking voices are so abhorrent that seeing them drives witnesses to faint. They are cold-blooded and ritualistically consume the flesh of warm-blooded animals. With adequate food, Deep Ones grow larger throughout their immortal lives. Starvation shrinks them, and heavy feeding returns them to their prior size. Deep Ones are virtually immortal, dying only when killed. They build sunken cities such as Yahantley off the coast of Massachusetts, Yilu near the British Isles, Katok off northern Europe, and Yahagomloa in Antarctic waters. Within these coral labyrinths, they lead cold, beautiful, and cruel lives, worshipping Father Dagon, Mother Hydra, and the Great Old One Cthulhu. Contact with humans occurs when Deep Ones strike alliances with isolated coastal communities. They offer treasure and plentiful fish in exchange for worship and interbreeding. Over time, the religion becomes formalized into oaths and cults like the Esoteric Order of Dagon, demanding greater devotion and eventually human sacrifices. Deep Ones use these pacts to build networks of human supporters who silence dissent, shepherd hybrid offspring, and spread the cult to other locales. The Deep Ones pact with Innsmouth involves breeding. Hybrids are typically born to a female Deep One and a male human, a pairing that restricts the child's growth so that it does not become enormous too quickly. These children appear human at birth, but in their late teens they develop the Innsmouth look, shrinking or absent ears, glassy bulging eyes, hairless heads, sharpened teeth, rubbery blue-gray skin, clawed hands and feet, and gill folds on the neck. The Deep Ones' deities are Father Dagon and Mother Hydra. Dagon originates from ancient Mesopotamian mythology and appears in the Hebrew Bible. Lovecraft adopted the name for his monstrous sea god. In the mythos, Dagon presides over the Deep Ones and is worshipped by the Esoteric Order of Dagon. During The Shadow over Innsmouth, the cultists take 3 oaths of Dagon. Those who remain faithful believe they will not die but will go back to Mother Hydra and Father Dagon and await the rising of Great Cthulhu. Dagon's true nature is ambiguous. In Lynn Carter's expanded mythos, Dagon and Hydra are lesser Old Ones who serve Cthulhu and lead the Deep Ones. Some scholars consider Dagon merely a gigantic Deep One, Ancient carvings show gigantic fish humanoids wrestling whales, and some deep ones over 50 feet tall inspire cults that worship them as Dagons. Others suggest there may have been several such specimens. Mother Hydra, introduced in The Shadow over Innsmouth, is Dagon's consort. Together, they are said to rule over the Deep Ones. Scholars debate whether they are true Great Old Ones or merely grotesquely mutated Deep Ones with immense size and longevity. The Zothic legend cycle, an expanded mythos, classifies them as Lesser Old Ones serving Cthulhu. Lovecraft's Deep Ones weave together themes of cosmic horror, forbidden knowledge, and blasphemous hybridity. They are both an antediluvian race and a mirror reflecting humanity's darkest bargains, trading dignity and bloodlines for wealth and survival. Their sunken cities, immortal lives, and alien religion have inspired countless horror tales, role-playing games, and films. Whether portrayed as mutated amphibians or worshipful cultists, Deep Ones remind us that the ocean's depths hide more than sea salt and shadows.